Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Michaela and I make diamond painting videos here on this channel, and welcome to a new post-review video. I finished, excuse me, my voice croaked. I finished Olivia the Witch Student by Mrsbutterd and Diamond Art Club. You guys, she turned out so cute. I am so thrilled that I'm able to share this post review with you guys today. I wasn't sure exactly when I was gonna get this painting done, but I was able to finish it pretty quickly, and I'm excited to share this with you guys. I guess just as a quick disclaimer before I hop into the video, that this diamond painting is unfortunately discontinued with Diamond Art Club. I don't recall if this just had a one run and done. It might have actually. But if you're interested in getting this diamond painting, there are a couple different avenues you can try to go down. Number one is check D-Stash Facebook groups. You can put an in search of post in one of those. So you could try that. Or you can, if you have enough of the Diamond Art Club Treasure Quest cards, Mrsbutterd is still licensed with Diamond Art Club, and if you reach out to an artist who is still licensed with Diamond Art Club once you have enough of the Treasure Quest cards to redeem for a custom, you can actually message them and be like, hey, like, am I able to redeem my custom for an older print of yours, the Olivia the Witch Student or whatever it may be, and they are able to, if they, please give you permission, and that is another avenue you can go down if you're looking to get your hands on this diamond painting. But anyways, you guys, I'm excited to chat about this kit with you, so I hope you enjoy this post-review video, and let's get right on into it. Alrighty, let me give you guys a really quick pan of this canvas. It's not huge, right? It's not too big of a diamond painting, so there's not a whole lot to pan through, but Olivia the Witch Student by Mrsbutterd and Diamond Art Club, square drill canvas, coming in at a 20 by 25 inch or 50.8 by 64 centimeter. She turned out so cute. Oh my goodness. And you guys are probably like, Michaela, that color blocking in the background, you do not like color blocking. Were you okay? I was good. I was good. I don't really think this color blocking took me out nearly as much as I thought it would. It was very broken up, right? Because I work bottom left to top right, so I would say this bottom row and the very top row are probably the worst offenders, if you will. But I would work on a section that would have a lot of color blocking, and then we would move into some fun stuff, more fun stuff, and then we'd end on color blocking, and then we would start the process over again. But yeah, as we went up here a little bit more, this was definitely a lot more color blocky heavy than the bottom part was, but I just had so much fun with her, that part didn't even matter. And yes, my placement is a little bit atrocious. It's fine, it really is what it is. I was going in with my thin metal 8 placer from Diamond Art Club and going to town. If you guys saw any of my whip-in chats, I was working on basically a lot of color blocked sections, and I was not that careful with my placement, and I still think it turned out really amazing. Oh, look at that shine of the Diamond Art Club square drills. I guess just as a little bit of like putting it into perspective, I purchased this canvas on October 20th, 2023. So this is an older Diamond Art Club canvas, but definitely not super old. I would say this is still like on par quality with what you're finding today. I do prefer Diamond Art Club's newest iteration of their drills, the 15 facets, and of course you're not going to find any in this diamond painting. But this canvas did have a mix of the older 13 and the older 20 facet drills. The 13 facets were the flat tops, before obviously the 15 facets, and the 20 facets are the pointy top drills, and this has a mix of both. I actually love the 13 facet drills. I feel like I'm such an unpopular opinion with that, but honestly maybe not. But the color that stood out to me the most that had the 13 facet drills was actually a lot of the outlining color. This painting was almost coloring book style in a way, but not in the sense of like a black outline. It was like a dark pink outline. Let's see. It was usually either 915 or 718, and we'll look at those in a minute here when I show you guys the tray of drills. But a lot of her is outlined in that darker pink. Actually, you can see it, especially if we go down toward her shirt. That's all outlined in that darker pink as well, and down here a bit. So that was a lot of fun. I do love a good coloring book style painting. Another thing I will note about these drills is that some of the colors within like the bag of drills would have a mix of the 13 and the 20 facets. That's something you're even finding today with Diamond Art Club. When they're transitioning drills, you will find, like in my custom I'm working on from Diamond Art Club, some of the drills, not a lot, but some of the drill colors actually in like one color will have a mix of the 20 and the 15. So that's just what happens when they're, you know, transitioning drills. And yeah, that's just kind of what you'll find. There is the cutest dog outside. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with him. I want to be his bestie. He's so cute. I'm so sorry you guys could not see this dog. It's a little dog. And I'm just, oh, he's running. He's so cute. Anyways, not running away, but he's running. Anyways, sorry, got distracted. I should not have the window open apparently. But yeah, so when they're transitioning drills, you know, you can find the different facets even within one drill color, which truly does not bother me at all. I think it's kind of fun working with the different facets within one painting. I don't know why that intrigues me so much, but it does. But yeah, oh, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. In terms of color blocking versus confetti on this canvas, this was more on the color blocking heavy side of things, right? Because we had a lot of color blocking going on in the background, and quite a bit of Olivia herself was also color blocking. Like we had some good detail, right? We had some good detail going on in the mushroom teacup plate. Let's see, her hair was so fun to do. Her face and hair, that was probably like my favorite part of this diamond painting. And then I really enjoyed this top part too. I will admit that the color choice of the bow here, I'm not the biggest fan of. I keep looking back to the original artwork. So here's the original artwork and how the colors look on the bow. Hopefully it's, there we go. I think we're a little bit more focused. And then we have this here. I just feel like it's a little bit stark. I could have changed the color on here, but I did actually look up in the VIP group to see if anyone else, you know, did this painting and how it looked and if I did the colors wrong. No, I think this is how it's intended to be. But actually on camera, it doesn't look too bad. It just looks a little bit stark. But that's okay. That's totally fine. I really had such a fun time with this painting, and I don't know, I really loved it. So I guess let's take a look here at our drill colors, and we'll look at the specials, and then I'll show you guys where the specials were on the canvas. But before I do that, here is the little trash container I kept, and honestly, again, 2023 Diamond Art Club on par with 2026 Diamond Art Club, in my opinion, with a lot of things. We did not have that much trash in this kit at all. I feel like I was being very nitpicky with my trash. Well, okay, I say that, but when I was doing a lot of these color blocked backgrounds, there were quite a few times where a drill would have like, it would be a light color drill with like a speck of a different color on top. I would still place it anyways. That doesn't really bother me. So I guess I wasn't that nitpicky, but like, I don't know. Sometimes I would be more nitpicky than others. Anyways, here is our drills. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This canvas, I don't think I said, has 57 colors, including 2 ABs and 2 fairy dust diamonds. So we are in the era of when fairy dust began. I don't exactly remember when fairy dust first initially launched or, you know, came out, but I feel like it was near the end of 2023. Or at least mid 2023. I feel like it wasn't a thing when I first started, because I did start diamond painting at the beginning of 2023. But when it comes to like amount of diamonds, we can see I had plenty of leftovers, especially in the colors that were the background. So we have these 2 colors that were our background colors, and I had so much left over. It's crazy. And I am one to keep my drills. Once I finish working on a project, assuming the drills weren't like atrocious, I do keep Diamond Art Club drills. Like if I were to work on like a 2021 Diamond Art Club, I probably wouldn't keep the drills, but like 2023, you have a bunch of 20 facets in here. I'm keeping them. I'm keeping them. And again, I liked the 13. And again, it doesn't really bother me that like I'm mixing up facets into my bags. I know that might bother some people. That really does not bother me. But like I said earlier, the outlining colors, one of them would be 915. Actually, I didn't have a ton of 915 left, but I had enough obviously to complete the painting, and that's all that matters. But this was one of the main outline colors that we had. And then we also had 718, which is this other pretty kind of dark pink color. This kind of color palette is very quintessential Mrsbutterd D. These like really pretty pastel colors, they're beautiful. They're so pretty. Did I have a favorite color? Easily 966. This like mint green that we found in her hair. I love a good mint green, but yeah, I feel like I had plenty of drills to work with, and I don't know, I never felt like I was gonna run low on any color, I feel like. Yeah, and I say this every single time, but I will always reiterate it, that even if there is not a lot of one color, so like this 3689, there is really not a lot left in here, but a lot of times if you don't have a lot to begin with, you're not gonna find much on the canvas. So don't fret until it's actually a problem, but I feel like that's kind of what I learned, and I've never really run across an issue of running out of drills. It's happened like once, but not a big deal. So anyways, yeah, let's talk about special drills. So this painting had 2 ABs. These are actually listed under the number 150. It's the older Diamond Art Club style of that, if you will. So we had 119, which is this really beautiful dark purple AB color, stunning. And then we had 141, which is, I feel like, the quintessential white AB. I don't feel like we see this quite as often. I feel like we do see a white fairy dust just a bit more often lately, but we do have a quintessential white AB. And then for fairy dust, we had 2 of them. So we had Z772, which is this scrumptious, light mintish green, pistachio green fairy dust. I can eat this right up. This is the perfect shade of green. I love it. And then we had a yellow fairy dust, Z3823, which is this really pretty yellow fairy dust, if I can show you guys without the dryer sheet kind of being in the way, but really beautiful yellow fairy dust. So those were the special drills. Let me go ahead and let's just see where they were on the canvas. I never did an unboxing of this canvas, so I will just kind of quickly point out where things were on the canvas. But the purple AB, you're gonna find quite a bit of it as the sparkles in the background here. It was funny because I had taken a picture of this last section of the canvas and posted my progress in the Discord that I'm in, and one of the other ladies was like, that poor number 1 that's just sitting there all alone in the sea of this background, and it was this straggler, but it is charted that way in the artwork, like it's there. But I just thought that was funny. But we have quite a bit of the purple AB kind of as the stars in the background. Where else was the purple AB, or was that it? That might have actually been it for the purple AB. So all the stars in the background, and then the white AB, white AB, we find quite a bit of it in her hair. And what I think is really, really cool about this white AB is that next to the yellows, it actually kind of gives like a yellow tint to it, which is really, really cool because it's not a yellow AB, it's a white AB. That was something I found really, really neat, but we have quite a bit of it in the hair. We're seeing it outlining her bangs a little bit again in her hair, but also outlining her glasses here, in her eyes quite a bit. In the feather earrings, that's really fun, some of the white AB. The little stars that are in her hat, that's some of the white AB as well. Oh, as well as the outline of the bow here. So we had quite a bit of the white AB. And then we had the yellow fairy dust. We found a little bit of the yellow fairy dust in her earrings here. Not that drill popping. A little bit of that in the feather earrings. A little bit here as well. A little bit down here. A little bit in her hair. A little bit. And then a little bit in her eyes. And then the fairy dust is always harder to point out. I think we also had some of the yellow fairy dust. Actually, is this the yellow? I think this is the yellow fairy dust in the bunny's ears as well. Very, very cute. And that mint green fairy dust, where was that? I think we found a lot of that actually in this greenery down here, in the, you know, plant, mushroom, whatever plate. We found a little bit of that green fairy dust and a little bit more of that yellow fairy dust kind of highlighting her shirt down here a little bit. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous special placement. So, I mean, truly, if you are able to snatch this painting, I highly recommend. Coming from somebody who really does not like color blocking, I did not get bored of this painting. I really truly didn't. I was really excited about it. And I didn't really talk about this, but why I decided to work on this painting, in case you're new, I am doing the Year of the Witches this year. What is that? A lot of different YouTubers are doing kind of year of themes. Mine is Year of the Witches, and I have a different witch every single season portraying said season that I'm going to be working on each season. of course. So this was my spring witch. You know, she exudes very spring vibes, as we can tell, with the bunny. I'm convinced this is the Easter bunny. And of course, like all the flowers and just the pretty colors. It gives spring. I don't know. It might not be, but I feel like it does. And then I have other witches planned out for the rest of the year. So this will not be the last of the witches for 2026, not even close. But I did just want to talk about that really quickly. But let's go ahead and end off this video taking a look at my paper logbook. So this is kind of how I set up my paper logbook with the older Diamond Art Club paintings. And if you're curious about how I set them up with the newer ones, it looks more like this. So anyways, I purchased this kit, like I said, on October 20th, 2023. I started this painting on April 17th, 2026, and then finished it May 2nd, 2026. So this painting took me just over 2 weeks. 2 weeks and a day. Square drill canvas, of course, from Diamond Art Club. This canvas had a total diamond count of 52,428 diamonds, 57 colors, including 2 80s and 2 fairy dust. This was a 20 by 25 inch or 50.8 by 64 centimeter. And then this was my 44th canvas of all time and my 7th of 2026. So yeah, you guys, oh, look how good her face looks. I am so happy I was able to work on her this year, and I hope this inspires some of you guys, if you have her in your stash, to pull her out and work on her during the spring season, or any time of year, of course. But as always, I want to know all the things down below. Do you own this kit? Have you worked on it before? Are you like, whoa, now I need to pull it out now that I have it? Or are you like, dang, Michaela, now I have to go hunting on a D-stash. Thank you so much. And for that, I'll say you're welcome. Let me know all the things down below. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already. And I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.